Okay, welcome after the break. I'm talking to the one and only Mr. Aman here. We're talking about the good old days. I mean, you've started from that. I was going to go a bit, but that's fine. You know, just last touch upon on Amar Group and your dad as well. I think you should release that album as it is, because I would love to have that on a CD, because I've got the cassette version of it. But I think that was still... It would just... It would do well, and I think everybody who's learning the dole as well, you know? Lal Chand Patti is a great, a huge name in the toll industry as well.
Definitely.
Have you ever met him?
Oh, up in Melderida, you know, if we're going to America, we came here recently for a wedding as well.
Okay.
For one of the sons who's from the band, and he came there specially, so you know, and performed on stage. And I was playing keyboard, Shindapaji was singing, and Staji was playing toll. So I think DCS was the band. So you know, it was like amazing. You know, everybody who was there was just like, you know, thinking, oh, is this the guy? Because obviously a lot of people have heard, like myself or Shindapaji, talk about him, or you know, and other people talking about. But actually seeing him, you know, was you know, and he's so
even at this grand age, his voice, his vocals are still
brilliant, and he's such a nice person. He's so humble. He's so down to earth. He's the same as I remember when I was, you know, 8 years old. He's exactly the same. He remembers everything, and amazing person.
Actually, you can YouTube him. I mean, if anybody wants to know who Lal Chand Patti is, the master of toll. Anybody mentions the word toll, and I think they have to associate Lal Chand Patti Saab or Ustadji with the toll. Okay, Amar Group, your dad, coming out of Leamington, Leamington Khalsa, the great hockey club. We always used to win, but I'm surprised. And your dad is a great hockey player as well. You know, and I think we should give credit to those people. You know, the hockey, volleyball, keeping those Punjabi sports alive, and giving their own time. I'm surprised you didn't go down the side of sports rather than, you know, did you get a push to say jump to hockey?
Yeah, well, I was playing hockey, you know, up in Melderida. He used to play hockey as well. But I got to a stage, you know, I was playing, and I was, you know, a lot into music as well. And I think it was like when I was like just leaving school, I really got, I think it was the third album Dad Huni were recording, and they recorded it with Shindapaji. And then I really got into it, because I was going with the band every weekend, and you know, then I liked this kind of production kind of side, so I started going to the studio as well, seeing, you know, Shindapaji, Pete Ware, who's, you know, amazing engineer. So I was very lucky to see those kind of things, and then after that I just thought, you know, this is what I want to do.
This is what I'm doing.
And then on the hockey side, you know, all the uncles did my head in, you know. But you know, I had to take the step, because, you know, I couldn't do both, you know, because weekend, the whole week comes together, you know, Saturday you got to play, and training was okay, going training, but you know, matches were hard. So
what do you do now to keep fit? Because obviously looking, you know, you're looking well.
Football, go gym, you know, whatever we can do. You know,
healthy body, healthy mind. We want to promote that with especially our youngsters and everybody. Okay, your first album, Deja Vu. Tell us a little bit about that album. How that project came together.
Deja Vu, मैं उतना पहला भी की थी, एक Dark Angel की थी, Amar Arshi थी.
Of course,
I did that album. That basically worked out, you know, अपना दोस्त, अपना भरा है Jogger, obviously, you know, his Pav. He basically approached Music World, Satpal, who owns that company, and he had some vocals, and he said, look, well, I've got mera chota bhara, he, you know, does a bit of music, and you know, maybe, you know, give him a go at it. So, you know, I had a go at that and worked on that, and that album did, you know, Malik Di Karpana, it did really well. So from there I just started, you know, working on. Then I did one of Dad's on his tapes as well, you know, worked on that, and then slowly from there, you know, obviously started progressing and got to the Deja Vu kind of thing. And I worked with Rana Moliwala as well from Coventry. I worked with a lot of old school people as well, you know. And
I think it's quite important to have that, don't you? That grounding of the old school people. Because I think these days you need that to learn so much from those people.
I think you build respect like that. Because bande respect karni is, you know, bahut zaruri hai. It doesn't matter whether, you know, he's a millionaire or koi kosa bhi nahi, you know. And I think you get that from
ज़्यादा जरे साढ़े वर्गे संगीत च पे हो millionaire नहीं होंदे ते normally बेचारे 10 पौने इतने 10 कौने इकट्ठे करने वाले हैं पर शौक आ बंदे
शौक जेरा शौक है, you know, वो तो पूरा करना होता है. So you know, just that was the main thing, you know. So
that's where it came from. And then obviously you came with a huge album after that. I can't even say it. मेरी अंग्रेजी इतने थोड़ी जार जाती reminiscence. Reminiscence, yeah. And there's a huge, huge tracks on that, and obviously Lember's track did so well.
Although movie I say, and what a talent, great talent, and look, Chalo Malik di Kirpan is doing so well.
Yeah.
Which he deserves as well. Great vocalist, great artist.
Yeah.
And sometimes India to artists they don't get that chance.
That's right, yeah.
And he's done really well.
But do you feel that because jada banda hega jede ko kuch hega wo kise na kise din परमात्मा जरूर ओदा then आऊगा ही
जिन्हें मेहनत करता हो तो पक्का ही है कुछ ना कुछ मिलेगा.
And I think that's the most important thing, obviously, जड़े बच्चे, because you have a lot of following from youngsters कि मेहनत करनी, to effort and to work hard. There's no shortcuts. Is there?
मैंने याद है Sukhi when being young, going to school, आना टोल की कर लें कि टोल कर लेना, just practice for hours, just like enjoying it, not as in जिदा काम होता, होन कई बारी key people saw it, oh, do I have to do this? They practice karna. I was very lucky, because of my dad. I got to meet people like Shinda Paji, who I'm learning off, who I learned off for so long, because ona karke main tere naal ithe baitha haan, and I'm really, really lucky, and bada cha hunda, learning, ta fir practice karna, until you get it right, and it's not like kam nahi hunda, it's not like work. Obviously, this kind of thing like videos and getting things ready, that's like work, that is work, hard work, late nights doing this, but actually practice karna, koi composition बनानी, कोई तैयारी करनी, that is, you enjoy that.
Wow.
And so that's the way it's got to be. If it's kala da kaam ya na रहने दे कालू कर देने, then फिर नहीं होता.
Then it's not going to work for you really. I think you need to have that enthusiasm to build that. Obviously Shinda Saab, Sukhshinder Shinda ji, you're a ustad, as you said it, at such a young age as well. So how did you approach him and said, Kidda Paji, did you do the proper Astadan di rasam kiti, or did he just say tu aaja kar?
Yeah, because you obviously know what Shinda Paji is like as well, and it's so humble. He's like, मैं तो मेरा छोटा वीडियो जितना भी आपा करना, and बाकी because of my dad again, प्यार होंदा, they got so much love, and with all of us, like say to Jazzy, the band, Shinda Paji, the band, us, the old school, the Bhangra teams, everyone together. There's so much love, Apana Sangeet, there's so much love there. They'll say to me, they might say, Aman, well, with dad gada tera. Before, as you would say, So there's so much love and respect like that, and that's put into me as well, because minu bhi bada maan hunda, because everybody knows my dad and they know who he is and what he's like and everything. So that goes into me as well. And with Shinda Paji, it was just so amazing. Still, ultimate respect all the time. Without them, I'm nothing. And everybody in the team as well. And just learning from them and seeing them and how they've progressed as well. It's just amazing. And the main that they've done, people just see as in videos and everything, but what they've seen and what they've done is, it's unbelievable.
It is hard work. I mean, I was talking to Hodge from Excess Bass the other day, and we were working on something, and it is tremendously hard work. It's not simple as just Gana Nikaliya Chalo bhai, but the work that goes behind the song, and hopefully we'll show that to people actually what happens there. And how does your dad feel about it? Because he must be like so proud that Aman's name is out there, and something that Jadi Ode vich si gal, it's come out now.
Well, like I say again, we're so lucky, parents come, unhone mehnat kiti, struggle kiti, to get us to this level where, I could actually do this, follow it fully on as a career, and whereas they couldn't do that, biche kamte yana, biche, obviously we're little, and then going to do shows, and obviously that was to get away from everything, the shows. Did a show one day, did a weekend,
get away from the kids.
Get away from everyone.
Mummy ne bhi naal hi tod dene. Chalo tusi apne daddy naal chalo as well. We're in conversation with Aman here. I'm sure you're aware. We're going to be back right after this break.